My house is an actual disaster, and I'm going to take you along with me and show you. Let's go. Okay, so let's just start off right off the bat with this. This is probably 5 or 6 loads of laundry here. This is a bunch of beach and pool stuff that still needs to be put away. Let me preface this video by saying we're coming off of an extremely busy weekend. Hosted my sister's baby shower yesterday, which is fun, and I'll show you a little bit of that. And coming off of baseball games and just a whole week of a lot going on. So this is the remnants of that. And what we're gonna do is go put more laundry in the washing machine, if you can believe it. This is my crafting area, which you can see is completely out of control. I did a lot of things for the baby shower, and we just have a lot of mess over here. So we're gonna handle this, and this is our bedroom, believe it or not, which is pretty much everything but a bedroom. It's a laundry room, it's a workout area, it's a craft space. So occasionally we sleep in here. But this is probably the only part of the room that looks halfway decent. But let me show you the downstairs. Before I go downstairs, we're just gonna take a peek into the kids' rooms, which also suffered this weekend. So this is my 2 youngest, which is Angelo, who is 6, and Jack, who is 9. So we have a little bit of a mess here. We have my older son, who is 13, and it's actually not terrible compared to the way his room's been. So just need to do a little picking up in here, which normally he does, but I might gonna be doing laundry and stuff, so we're gonna get that off the floor. My daughter's room definitely suffered a little bit this weekend. She had some friends over, and then with everything going on with the party, we just kind of got away from us. So we have some picking up to do in here, mainly laundry. I can't even believe it. Then when my kids say they have no clothes, I'm like, well, then why am I constantly washing clothes? We have some toy remnants up here in the hallway, but let me take you downstairs. So we did a lot of cleanup last night, and this was an outdoor party, so the house really did not suffer a lot. But we do have still some remnants in the kitchen. We have some waters I have to get put away, some bottles we cleaned out, and here is in this morning, my kids had school, so this is from this morning and a couple of overflow things from last night. Our dishwasher actually broke Friday night, and we had the party on Sunday, so it wasn't a big deal. I mean, there's not a lot of, obviously we're using disposable plates and utensils and all that, so it wasn't the biggest deal, but yeah, you know, when it rains, it pours. So we are in the market for a new dishwasher, so if you have one, please let us know. This is the one we currently have, and it literally just fried. My husband actually was shocked that we did not have a fire because the wiring on the bottom was so shot. But anyway, so that was just a fun little surprise going into a really busy weekend. So we have lots of dishes to put away. We still have a coffee urn out. We got to take care of the air fryer, remnants of this morning. And what else do we have? Some of our dessert platters that I did wash last night. We just have to get those away. And so I'd like to do the floors. Oh, let me take you over here. So I'm not going to bring you outside yet. We're definitely going to do that later on today. But this is, you could kind of see from out this window, the party tent, and the theme was our little pumpkin. So we have lots of pumpkins and everywhere. We did a ton of cleanup last night in the tent. So there's really not too much out there. But I still do have to go out there and get some stuff taken down and brought in and all of that. And there's it was kids as well as men too at the shower. So it was just a big old party. So we had a great time. My sister loved it, which was most important, and my brother-in-law. So, okay, enough gabbing. Let's get starting with these dishes And then I think I'm going to, actually, no, I'm going to throw a load of laundry in, of course. That always has to come first. And then we'll get to the dishes. Gathering laundry upstairs now from the kids' rooms. And what I want to do in the corner of my little hallway up here is I want to get a universal hamper. And what I mean by universal hamper is one hamper that all the kids can put their clothes into. Right now, actually, none of them have hampers in their room. They used to all have a hamper in their room, and it used to always just be kind of similar to the sink and the dishes situation. Instead of the laundry being in the hamper, it would just be all over the floor. So then I utilized one hamper in their bathroom, and it's still not either ending up in the hamper, or their bathroom is very small upstairs. So there really isn't room to put a nice size hamper in there. So my thought is to get a nicer looking hamper, maybe one of those ones that kind of don't necessarily look like a hamper and it has a top to it, to put in my hallway so that the kids know that that is their hamper to throw all their laundry into, something much bigger capacity than this one right here. So that is my thoughts. I'm thinking that Home Goods, Home Sense, one of those places probably has something. I think I've looked before and I didn't see exactly what I was looking for, but I'm definitely in the market for something like that. But hoping it'll solve a little bit of a problem going on up there, but we'll see. You know, nothing ever works miracles, but it's worth a try. And now that I have the load going in the wash, I am happy to get these dishes out of the sink. It's so funny because you don't realize what you have until it's gone, and it's definitely first world problems. And you know, not having a dishwasher is very low on the list of things that, you know, you couldn't live without. It definitely would not be a dishwasher. I actually don't mind washing dishes. What I mind more is not having the space to put them to dry them. Oh, I should say, is what I mind more. And I don't have a large amount of counter space to be able to just spread all these plates all over and just let them air dry. So basically the towels are just sopping up with water because I'm just piling everything on top of each other and it's just dripping all over the floor. So again, first world problems. We actually currently have our new dishwasher downstairs in a box, waiting for my husband to have time to install it. But anyway, getting myself a little bit hydrated there with some water. I try to make that a priority every morning too. And now I'm on to this catastrophe of laundry. And this really isn't even the worst it's ever been. It's been way worse than this. I mean, it's been to the point where my entire room and my floor in my room is completely covered. And even if I do have the laundry nicely piled in a laundry basket, the kids come in and they'll be looking for one particular pair of pants or one particular shirt or my son's baseball cup or whatever it may be, and they will just take every single piece of clothing and literally throw it all over the floor. Not sure why we have to do that, but it's the only way that they can find things naturally. So this is not the worst, but it's definitely not the best. So we are tackling this laundry, and if you have any laundry to get done today, what better way than to do it together? I mean, this can be totally boring. I usually, when it's not this overwhelming, I like to do it on my bed. I like to put on a show, and I kind of try to do something I like with something that I don't like so much. So I usually try to catch up on Housewives, which I'm so behind with all of them. But honestly, I feel like they were kind of going a little south when I was watching them. So that's not saying much for Real Housewives. But anywho, I just had too much laundry this day to be piling it up on my bed. I will put my two oldest folded clothes outside their door. And then when they come home, they will go ahead and get it in their drawers or hung up. But today, in an effort to keep things moving along, I'm just going to put everything away. I'm really hopeful that I'm going to be able to clean my carpets up here later. I'll show you the main reason why in a little bit, but I really just want to get everything put away. I'm trying to get not ahead. There's no way I'm going to get ahead today, but I'm just trying to really reset the house and get things back to a manageable point. And that involves me just getting all the kids' clothes away instead of waiting for them. And they have school today, and they actually have things after school today. So I know the pile is just going to sit there. So I'm going to go ahead and get that stuff away. This is a little mix of myself and my husband's laundry, along with the kids. Normally I like to keep things separate, but somehow these few loads that got thrown in my room all got intertwined, and that's fine. That happens. And normally too, when I have loads going in the washing machine, I try to wait until I can get everything washed and then fold and put it away. But I just have so much at this point that I don't want to wait. So we're going to go ahead and get the floor cleared off, all of this put away now, and then it'll be round 2 later on today once I get all the other laundry cleaned, dried, and brought back up here to redo this all again. And isn't that the circle of life? You do something, take a long time to do it, and then before you know it, you're doing it all over again. And if that doesn't describe laundry, I don't know what else does. Laundry and dishes. Something that you feel like you might have just climbed the mountain, only to realize that you've stumbled actually quite down further than you were to start with. So it's okay. I'm happy to have laundry to fold and dishes to do. That means I have a family that are clothed and fed. Kind of nicely was all these sports type shirts that we get from tournaments and baseball and stuff like that. I started, rather than folding it and putting it in a drawer, I started folding it and putting it, semi-folding it and putting it in these bins in the closet, because these just never stay. My 9-year-old just has tons and tons and tons of these shirts, and these don't wrinkle. This material doesn't wrinkle. So it's just easier. He can come in here, get what he wants. I don't care that he goes like this, because it doesn't matter. It's in the bin, and I don't have to worry about a drawer closing. And I also did that over the summer with shorts. So I have a bin for my youngest and a bin for my older one. And he has more of these dry fit type shirts. And my other one's shirts are in the drawer. He doesn't have as many. And I used to fold all of my older guys' sweatshirts as well, or even Angelo's too. But I stopped doing that because I was putting them here where I currently have Jack's jeans folded. Hold on, can you see that? Yeah. Okay, now you can see that. So I used to have the sweatshirts in this area here, but again, it was a thing where he would start to try to go through the pile, and it would just get destroyed. So it is, 2 of my kids share this closet, and this is just your typical size closet, and there's not a lot of space, so it gets messy really, really quickly. So what I decided to do with the sweatshirts for now, and he doesn't have a ton of hanging space, but it is what it is, and we're working with it. I decided to hang the sweatshirts up, and it seems to be working out a little bit nicer because he can see what he wants without having to take the pile completely apart, and then all the sweatshirts wind up on the floor anyway. So we are now hanging up sweatshirts. Angelo's sweatshirts are still in his dresser because he does not have as many, and I tend to get more of his clothes and that sort of thing, so he doesn't really destroy things too bad. But Jack is constantly in here getting sweatshirts and shirts and shorts and pants and all that. So this seems to be working with us so far. So far, so good. We'll see how long it lasts. This is an area in Jack and Angelo's room that I made primarily for their current season sportswear. Mainly so, like the night before, if they know that there's a certain outfit they need to wear, a certain baseball uniform, a certain football uniform, that they can hang up what they need on this little hook here the night before, and that way it's ready to go, and we're not looking for a certain color socks or a certain color striped baseball pants or a cup or a certain cup underwear or the particular jersey, whatever the case may be. So that was a really cute little area I made in their room, and it works from time to time. They're excited to hang their stuff up there. But now that I have the kids' clothes put away for now, I am just getting my husband's sweatshirts and shirts hung up, and then I am literally going to take my stuff and probably hang up 2 pieces of it and throw the rest on the floor. My closet is a complete disaster. My closet is just never a priority. It is not on the top of my list. Pretty much my room is never on the top of my list, and it should be. I know it's a place where you should be able to go and, decompress and all of that, but it is just not. It is a catch-all. Like I said earlier, it serves 10 different purposes other than an actual bedroom. So I'm hopeful to sooner than later be doing a video of a closet clean out because boy does my closet need it. And it would also be nice to get myself some new goodies, especially for the winter time, because I also have not done that probably in 13 years now. I'll pick up a shirt at Target, when I go for the kids' school stuff, or I'll pick out a shirt at Walmart when I go for food, or like right there is my Hey Boo really cute sweatshirt from Walmart. It's pretty much how I attain my clothes these days, but hopefully I'll be able to do a closet clean out soon because it desperately, desperately needs it. Okay, so I mentioned earlier that there was a reason why I wanted to definitely deep clean the carpets up here today, and obviously you're looking at many of them. This is super embarrassing, but totally real life. And this little goodie right here is a real life moment. My 9-year-old was trying to take some medicine, and he is just very bad at it. He does it, and it's just liquid type children's medicine, and he just doesn't take well to it. So we got half of it in and then couldn't run to the toilet in time, and there's the remnants of what came back out. So we have some Resolve here that we tried scrubbing it. So I'm really hoping that the carpet cleaner will get that out. So now that we got this space cleared out of laundry for now anyway, I am going to try to this whole area here is not going to be living here for much longer. Thankfully, we're going to be moving everything down to the basement. But that's going to be a project for probably another day, maybe even another month. But I can't wait for it to happen because I can't live in this clutter up here anymore. It's driving me nuts. But for now, I'm just going to try to organize it in a way that kind of just gets the mess off the ground. And then I'm going to vacuum and hopefully steam clean the carpets. That's my goal. Let's see if we can make it happen. So, spoiler alert, I did not get to carpet clean my carpet floor this day. I completely ran out of time, and if anyone who has a big upright carpet cleaner knows, it's kind of a little bit of a hassle. You're taking out your entire vacuum, you are filling up the tanks, you are unfilling, you have to clean the tanks out, you have to let them air dry, so it's not a simple quick fix, and I just was not able to get to it. And it is on my agenda, it still is, and hopefully it will get done. So we have collected a pile of stuff. This is basically Amazon returns, Walmart returns, and this needs to get brought back downstairs in the laundry room. So we're going to head that way now and hopefully be able to switch the laundry out. I'm not sure if it's done yet. I don't even know how long I've been up here. Let's go find out. Okay, great. Laundry's done, so we can get another load in and get the current load into the dryer. And let Ellie out. Come on out. What was I thinking? Thinking that the dryer was empty? Okay. And I'm keeping all the socks from the previous few loads that I just folded in here because inevitably between all these loads going in now, I'm sure that there's matching pairs to these certain socks and these things. So I just put all the socks in here until I'm completely done with what I know I'm washing today. And then later on, I will, or won't, pair the socks together and get them put away. Can't stand when the socks go into the bins in little balls, in the hamper in little balls, and then you feel like the socks aren't even getting washed because literally in a ball. I guess I gotta be happy that they're even in the hamper, although I'm probably one who put them in there to begin with. So right now we just have one pair of baseball pants to soak. Normally we have at least 3 or 4 at a time. But these I should have had soaking the other night, but we were having our party and I knew people were going to be coming in and out this way. Not only to use the bathroom, but if they needed to use the sink as well to wash hands or anything. So I didn't want to fill it with dirty baseball pants. So we are going to do that now. Just one pair. But I'm going to get that soaking. And I always use OxiClean when I soak anything, especially the boys' baseball pants. And I use the hottest water possible without burning my fingers off. These are actually not that bad. We've had way worse. I'm definitely not deep cleaning the kids' rooms today by any means. I just want to pick up enough stuff off the floor that after I run the vacuum through my room, I can just quickly do a quick vacuuming throughout the kids' rooms. But otherwise, that's going to be for another day. I say I'm not going to deep clean, and then I wind up being in here for an hour. almost 12 o'clock and I'm starving. So I think I'm gonna take a few minutes to warm myself up some food. We have a ton of leftovers from last night's party. I'm going to eat, re-energize, and then I think before I start doing the carpets in my bedroom, I really wanted to start getting some of that stuff taken out of the tent. We did a lot yesterday, so there's really not a lot to do, but there is stuff to do out there. So I'm thinking I'm gonna eat. I'll take you outside. Everything is for the most part cleaned up, but I'll try to put in some pictures of the shower. It was beautiful. Like I said earlier, it was a little pumpkins on her way theme, and it was just a perfect time of year to do a theme like that. So I'm gonna take you along with me outside after I get myself some lunch because I am starving. We have so much food left over. We always over order. Plus I made food and my brother-in-law made some food. So we had a lot of leftovers. So we're gonna hopefully feed some neighbors tonight if we have time to do that. And then we'll just freeze some and we'll have dinner for basically for the rest of the week until everyone gets sick of it. Okay, I just finished up my lunch, having a little bit of dark chocolate raisinets, because I don't know about you, but after every meal of the day and snack of the day, I just need I need a little munch of chocolate. So I keep these in the refrigerator and they seem to do the trick. So now I'm munching. Our dishes are piling up in the sink again, so I'm really trying to stay ahead of it since our dishwasher is out of commission at the moment. So I'm gonna wash up what's here. I have to wash this air fryer and get that in there. The coffee I think I'm gonna leave. We might actually use this tonight and then I can give it a scrub. Use the rest of what's in it, I mean. And then I can clean that out. So we're gonna go ahead and do dishes. Then I think I'm gonna head outside, see what else is all in the tent, because I was really in here. Everyone did such a great job last night of pitching in and helping out. So a lot of people were bringing things into me and I was basically in the kitchen washing, drying, putting away, and that sort of thing. So I'm not certain of what is out there yet. I don't think it's much. Hopefully it's not much. So let's get these dishes washed. I have another load going in the washing machine. It is 12:12. Our new day starts around 3:30. My oldest will be getting home around 3. My daughter is staying after school today. I have to pick her up from school to bring her to dance. And prior to that, I have to bring my 9-year-old to basketball. So once 3 o'clock hits, it's pretty much game over. And anything I haven't gotten done will normally go to the next day. But we have a very short week this week, meaning the kids only have 2 days of school this week. So, and I know some districts have the complete week off, so I'm grateful for the 2 days, but there isn't going to be much getting done tomorrow with the kids being home. So I'm really trying hard to get as much as I can done today. So let me start eating and talking, and let's keep going. Okay, so now I'm going to take you outside with me. We're going to see together, if I can find my shoes, the aftermath of the party. I'm really hoping it's not bad. Like I said, everyone pitched in. My husband did a ton of cleanup last night. So let's find out together. Come on out. This was kind of the guys hangout because it was a guys and gals baby shower. So my husband had a big inflatable screen here where they had football games on and the fire pit going, and all of that. So that was a lot of fun. We decorated the deck a little bit. There's the coolers and all of that. Now we're gonna head over to the tent. It's so nice out right now. It got really cold last night. Okay. Not great. Wonder how that table fell back there. This was our little pacifier pumpkins that we made. Alright, and I'll insert some pictures too as I'm kind of surveying what's left in here. But I'll tell you that this was a huge hit. I made, excuse me, pumpkin sangria. And I put it in an actual pumpkin and got this dispenser that you put in from Amazon. And it also works for a watermelon too, for summer parties. And it was such a hit and it worked beautifully. There was no leakage. So I'm definitely going to be using that again for future parties. So good. Okay, so I'm just going to start looking around, and as I'm doing that, I'll show you some pictures from the baby shower. We had such a beautiful time. My sister and my brother-in-law, most of all, had a beautiful, beautiful time. So I was so excited to get to host this for them. And the theme was Hello Pumpkin. A little pumpkin is on the way. And it was just the perfect theme to go with this time of year. And we had this whole tent decorated so beautifully and all the fall colors. And we threw in some pinks because she is having a girl. And it is my sister's first born child. She has a beautiful stepson, but this will be their first together. They got married a little over a year ago now, so it's super exciting. And like I said earlier, we just took some of these sugar pumpkins and put a little pacifier in it. They were actually candy pacifiers that I got from Party City. And these balloon things were great. I'm going to keep those for future parties. Made big statement on these tables and really filled them out, and did the tables here. And I'd say 90% of what I got for this baby shower was off of Amazon. And these eucalyptus garlands were absolutely beautiful. I made a lot. I made these soaps, pumpkin soaps for favors, and that was super fun to do. Very easy too. So lots of good fun stuff going on. And if you're interested and would love it, I love to host parties. I do it often. I have 4 kids, so I do a lot of birthday parties. I'd love to start putting that on here too. So please let me know if you'd like to see that. Now I'm onto the opposite side of the yard where the kids and the men were hanging out and just picking up a few things here. Again, it was not bad at all. So was super grateful for that. And I had all these pumpkins that I am going to be moving to the front of the house. I know everyone's got Christmas on the brain and is ready for the next big holiday, but I don't know. I'm still in a fall state of mind. Here in Jersey, it's been so warm. And we have a few warm days normally in November, but I don't remember it ever being this warm. I mean, it's been 80 degrees. Of course, the one night that it dropped below 55, not below 50, probably around 50, 55 was the night of the baby shower. So we did have some heaters and stuff out back, but we actually had the air conditioning on here yesterday. That's how warm it's been here in Jersey. So I don't know. I'm bringing a lot of these pumpkins out front. I just want to be able to enjoy them, even if it's just for a week or two. My kids are chomping at the bit to start decorating for Christmas. And oh boy, do we decorate for Christmas. So, but it's a process. It's a process to take all the fall stuff down, to do all the cleaning, and to go through all the Christmas decorations before we go ahead and get to actually decorating with them. So it's, like I said, it's a process. So if you're here for it, I'd love for you to subscribe and hang out with me because there's so much more to come. If you think I go big for fall, just wait till you see what we do for Christmas. It's so much fun, and we do lots of things ourselves. And we were out today, just kind of mostly doing returns and things of that nature. But we were looking at the Christmas stuff, and that totally gets me going to want to start setting everything up. But it's been so beautiful here. The mums are doing so nice. Everything looks so great. Even my topiary trees here are still doing great. I have some summer flowers that I had planted in these pots that are still doing beautiful. I think we've gotten a few frost warnings more towards the middle of October, actually, end of October, and I don't know that we've actually gotten a frost, but everything is doing so beautifully, so I'm reluctant to take them down, but we'll see. We'll see if I get the itch. So now we are back inside, and we are back to where it all started, laundry and dishes. We are switching out these loads, and then I'm going to head to the kitchen, get the air fryer cleaned out, and get the rest of these dishes out of the sink. It's just nonstop. This is pretty much how it is all day, every day. Just laundry, dishes. But such is life. So getting these put away, and then we're going to head upstairs and get that final few loads put away. Now we're on round 2, laundry. Here we go. One more load in the dryer. One more of the kids' clothes. So if I can get that load dry and put away with these clothes, I may actually have 10 minutes with an empty hamper of the kids' clothes. I still have a load of weights, and Chris and I definitely have a full hamper in our bathroom too. So, but I'm not counting that. Right? If I can at least get the kids' clothes set for the week, especially knowing that they're going to be home for the majority of the week, that's going to be big. So countdown is on. I think I have about a half an hour until my oldest gets home, which is not a big deal. I can fold. I don't need to stop when he gets home, but I do need to stop about a half an hour later to pick up my younger 2 from the bus stop, and then pretty much it's the crazy train after that. So I'm going to really try my hardest to get these 3 loads of laundry folded and put away. Let's see if we can make it happen. I definitely thought about cutting this part out because how much longer can you see me fold? But this is reality. This is reality of a lot of moms out there, a lot of caretakers out there. So if you're in it, you're in it, and I'm in it, and let's just be in it together because this is crazy. But gotta love it. It is exactly 3 o'clock. I have my basket full of socks. My last load of the kids' laundry is not dry yet, but that's okay. I'm determined to get it put away at some point tonight. Fingers crossed. I did want to show you what I do in terms of the seasonal clothes. So I've started to put a lot of the Halloween stuff already in the bins and away in the basement, but I'm still washing as Halloween was not that long ago. Feels like it was forever ago, but it was really like 4 days ago. 5 days ago, not even a week ago. So still washing Halloween pajamas and shirts and trick-or-treat bags. So just making a pile here, and then once I get through this last load of the kids stuff, just to make sure there's no other Halloween stuff in there, I'll get this stuff put away back in the Halloween bins with the other stuff. That way it'll be ready for next year. And not all the clothes, of course, some of my kids will be grown out of some of these things, especially my older 2. But that's okay because CJ's clothes will go down to Jack and so on with my youngest. And then if there's anything that doesn't fit Emmy next year, we'll just go ahead and give it to one of our neighbor friends, and I'm sure they'll make good use of it. So I always put all the seasonal and holiday clothes, socks, anything, pajamas, shirts, always put it away because there's no need for it to be taking up space in the drawers all year long. Got a quick workout in. Something is better than nothing. This is the Peloton. I'll be honest with you, I don't love it. I've actually canceled the membership, so all I do is hop on and do a decent resistance, and my goal is usually to do at least a half an hour, and I did that. And I like to burn at least 100 calories, and I accomplished that. And I went 5.5 miles in that half an hour. So definitely not the best, but considering the fact that I wasn't going very fast because I had a pretty moderate resistance, or I haven't done this in a while, so for me it was a little tougher. Something's better than nothing, right? So if you haven't already noticed, this is a new day. This is 2 days later. I started this video on a Monday. My kids had off on a Tuesday. That was election day. And now we are here on Wednesday. They have school today. So I am determined to finish these loads of laundry. And when I say finish laundry, it's never finished, because as much as I think I might have their hamper cleaned out, the second somebody gets home, there's clothes put right back in it. So it's just a matter. It's never getting ahead. It's just always staying on top of it. And we are going to end this video with the mountain of socks. And socks are a nemesis of mine. I've often taken the lazy route and left them all in the hamper. And when the kids need to find socks, I tell them to go in my room and get a pair out of the hamper because it's just all too much. But today I decided to tackle the socks, so we're just trying our best to match everything up and get them put back in the drawers. But the socks are definitely not the most exciting thing in the world, and now that my son's foot is bigger than mine and almost as big as my husband's, it's even hard to tell their socks apart. So fun times. But if you stuck with me through this video, I know it was a long one, and I want to thank you and I appreciate you, and I am so excited to have you here. Please subscribe and stay a while because I plan on doing so much more come the future, and I hope that you got a little, if anything, out of this video, some laundry motivation. Just tackle that laundry, get it done, girlfriend. And I thought it'd be fitting to end with putting a pair of socks on. I think I've earned it today. I hope you have a great day. Happy laundering, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.